Does this depict the Elder tribe?
Elder comes from an ancient word, meaning only the old ones. It was an alias given by our ancestors to outsiders who visited the village in the distant past. As for our original name, you know it well by now. We were humans.
The human tribe. So Luis's words...
There is no human tribe. Tribes, as we know them today, did not exist then. We were all one people. Humankind.
A world united. But wait. The ruins on Virga Island. There's nothing left of the civilization today. Was it destroyed? Why? How?
A war. One that all but destroyed the world past. But its destruction was born of the discovery of Magla. Or as you call it today, magic. Do you wonder what they battled over? Without the divided tribes, what could they have disagreed on? They were racked by division. Over the abstract, undefinable idea of rightness. They tried to destroy something invisible, and destroyed only themselves. And any idea of absolute rightness is born of fear. That fear flooded the world, and gave way to war. And their age of prosperity came to be called the world before. The people we now call tribes were either born of artificial division for the sake of the war effort, or natural adaptation to survive the hellscape after.
Unbelievable. We've met plenty of people caught up in pointless conflicts. Given the choice, I know they'd rather live in a world without tribal division. And yet the truth is, that world's already fallen apart. More than that, it's how we all got here.
Such drastic physical changes would normally have taken eons to effect. Accelerated by Magla, however, it was only a matter of a scant few centuries. You understand now, yes. We, the Elder, are the survivors of the old world. Our ancestors fled the flames of war and thus escaped the ensuing divisions.
It beggars belief. It is nothing short of astounding. But then, why do we know these monsters as humans?
By the war's end, both sides were consumed by fear. Their magical assaults escalated with each retaliation, until it was beyond all control. Our world became a hell. Rampant Magla distorts the body and mind. By now, I'm sure you know that better than you ever wished to. Humans are what remains of that branch of humankind that succumbed to melancholia. Broken, horrifying testaments to their own mistakes in the war of magic. Some persist, breed, and multiply as any beast does. Others live centuries of agony before their lives burn out. Even we do not know the full scope of their nature. Regardless, when the 8 tribes settled in this land, our claim to the human legacy was forgotten. To the people, the name only meant slavering, insane monsters. Therefore, we took on an alias instead. The same one by which we are known today. The Elder.
So, the old world couldn't control its magic, and... Wait. How does the Sanctus Church fit in? All this revisionist history to spread their magic igniters.
Indeed, what are magic igniters to you? Tools for the Church to shackle the people, perhaps? Or weapons that hide magic's true potential? Am I close to the mark? In truth, it's the opposite. Igniters are tools made to limit magic. Restraints made in self-discipline, meant to avert a repeat of history's destructive mistakes. The Sanctus Church of today is muddied by greed. But its faith was born of good intentions. They once urged self-control, and thus control of one's personal magic. At times, they preached we must close our eyes to the truth when it would only lead us to ruin. By this benign tenet, history was obscured, and the Elder denounced.
I had no idea. There's a grim irony in that.
His Majesty only hid his son's ancestry to protect him. Yet in the end, that meant Forden could attack the village under any pretext he liked, his motives concealed.
With all that said, you have now reclaimed your true form. The friends that stand with you are of different tribes and ideologies, but of one. As you are now, you may walk the path of the rightful.
The Sovereign's power, thou king to be, entrusted with the will of the people, to bear their... Yet, anxiety itself is not something to blindly reject or desperately cast away. It begins with a simple thing, acknowledging its existence. Accept thy weakness, walk forward alongside it, and thou wilt grow strong and true in its company.
And besides, let's do it. Let's fight.
That's it. I've made up my mind.
Where's this coming from?
Before we got there, this... But what am I gonna do? Just go...
Even you've got to cope with that.
I realized something in our travels. There's always anxiety. That's why I think it's... Is that okay? Same here.
Well, we're past the worst of it. But the problem remains. Luis's dark magic. We've seen it turn the boy into a monster. And no doubt he can do it again.
A forbidden spell, turning sane mortals into the fearsome human monsters. In other words, a destabilizing magic, turning a person's magla into a snarl beyond control. This man named Luis, he may have his own past in this ancient sanctum.
Luis has been here? What do you know of him?
What do you wish to know?
What is this forbidden spell?
The essence of magic is in the control of magla. However, just as its chaos may be calmed, it can also be deliberately pushed out of control. That was what you saw. He whipped your innate magic to a frenzy and you were lost to melancholia. Just as the humans of the ancient war once were. In every age, the cause and effect are the same. People learn fear, become slaves.
Pardon me. You mean to say anxiety is the...
Magla is a substance born of the heart. In this way, it is by virtue of the anxiety in our hearts that we gain, but in turn, those burdened with more anxiety and fear, without the willpower, with the world embroiled in chaos. These outbursts of swollen magic maybe happen.
Tis the answer to everything. The melancholia crystals.
Hold on. If Luis's art is rooted in bringing out this chaos, then anyone... He said he became a monster because he's elder, but that wasn't the complete story. If what you say is true...
Indeed. All people today are ultimately descendants of humankind. Yet as long as you have the strength... What do you wish to know?
Who exactly?
Every time I heard of his doings, his knowledge of humans, his skills in magic, his grasp of darker art, as it happens, a name does occur. Among those old families who perished in the fire, there was one by the name of Caradrius, a family of doctors, I believe. In an effort to better heal the ills of the people, they had studied. The details are long since lost to the fire. But if Louis...
Wait. What about Luis's ambition? The vision Rella saw. Do you think he actually wants to turn...
There is no known magic strong enough to turn many people at...
Even if it was possible, I don't know what it would accomplish.
But if he would turn people into humans,
If there is any motive for such cruelty, it can only... If Luis is truly from this village, even if it meant wielding a magic that twisted life into something terrible...
Who goes there? Someone flees!
That's him. The malformed assassin who struck at the prince. He's bound for the woods.
After him! No.
Ready?
Stop!
you... Zorba.
So it was you, but...
Indeed it was. I killed the prince, though he died all too easily. And the odd thing was, so I decided to bide my time a while and listen. And it's a good thing I did. There really is something Who are you? Are you the prince or not? Whatever your answer, I must...
Do you have any idea what Luis is really scheming? If he becomes...
If that is what Lord Luis so desires, then I shall see it done.
It's almost impressive how blind your faith in him is.
I suppose it's just easier to follow and...
What did you intend to do? Lord Luis...
He is no imposter. Here at his...
Well, imposter or not, it's all the same if he's a cop. And so I shall return the prince and his dad.
Bastard! I wondered why you ran away. But it was all to lure us straight to this
Keep your guard up. The melancholia is fueling...
We've come too far to be stuck.
This guy shows up again just... Okay, time for a new... All right, let's take it down and then get after Zorba.
I'll cut through!
Now accept your fate! Sorry.
Why, hello there, treasure.
It's Samurai! The power of lightning! You see that?
Now that's finesse! Beautiful dodge, Heisman!
Dark Knight!
Let's stay calm. By this power. No. Let's set it up! Not this. Freeze! Hat!
Be neither timid nor arrogant. No. I'm counting on you.
Fight!
I can't afford... No holding back! Be ready for anything.
We need help.
Thank you. That was helpful.
Is that with blade in hand? I'll run you through!
More apples? Quick, knock them off again!
Let's go. Maybe not. I'm counting on you.
Trash them!
It's yours.
You hit their weakness! That's your opening,
Let my
Captain!
power support you.
That's all to turn the tide of the battle.
Pierce through them! Strike true!
More apples? Quick, knock them off again!
Please!
Take them all down in one fell swoop!
This should help.
Thank you.
I'm alive.
Safe.
Burst forth!
I'll cut through. Let's push through.
It is your turn! I'm sorry, everyone. It regenerates the headwind. Here comes another round of wind attacks. Legs are back to normal. Ugh! It's just taking them out. Shield! We've got to do something about those apples. Let me handle those apples. All right, leap. Now it can't heal itself anymore. Don't waste your chance. Get in there.
That's
All
fine.
right, everyone.
I'll figure it out.
Tis yours.
Get him.
Like this! Still standing, I see.
It's still up.
Heed me.
A halfway decent result.
I'll strive for greater heights.
Excellent.
Marvelous.
Does it seem that I've grown stronger?
The bastard got away.
I say, you chaps boggle the mind. It's no mean feat to fight on even footing with a...
I'd hoped as much. You may yet have the power to face Luis.
It's good to see you're safe. We've certainly taken these powers a long way. Maybe we thought ourselves in... But don't worry. At long last, the prince is safe. In a manner of speaking.
Still, what's our next move? The people think...
Alces once said that His Highness the Prince, he is royalty and elder both. Heir to the legacies of heaven and earth. He is water when the day comes that His Highness may be revered.
In his own words, huh?
Right.
Come what may, my life is a shield raised in your highness's name. Are you prepared to fight Luis to the bitter end?
Of course.
Yes.
If he ends up king.
Look, I'm never giving up hope either, okay? All we have to do is beat him, right?
Looking forward to the victory song.
Well,
You Your mother. She loved your father, but listen well. Once you leave this village... After all, an old crone like me can't take care of you forever. If you want to overcome your hardest, the world's fate is in your hands. Please.
Yes.
Our final battle. Yet before all else.
It's a bit strange, isn't it? The beginning of my journey may have been a false memory. But my journey with you and the memory... Well, guess I'm repeating myself. But I'm glad we're working together.
Stay beside me forever.
Well...
The mystical fairy. Your tempered bond by the great...
We've got the path to tomorrow in front of us, and I'm gonna lead the way. When things get tough, remember this magic. By the way, the chiefess told me something about... The last chapter is about the ruler of a utopia. The one who governs this utopia must have an unwavering will to maintain justice in this world. Yet, as long as one lives by their... A utopia is not the creation of a single mind. Or the last part sounds a little more metaphorical. However, even a utopia may one day fray at the edges, and its people may come to conflict over the... What is a true utopia? So even the author of this book struggled with these questions. And if you become king... Lady Cruaday mentioned that little by little. With that in mind, but...
I saw what happened. So, you found a way to unequivocally shape your destiny. As far as I know, there is no record of your newly acquired archetype ever being used. An archetype whose existence was only I once said that to be magic is a time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Okay. Looks like this is gonna be our last mission. Why is it that you want to be king? It's not about honor or power, is it?
I want to protect... This place...
Let's move! Oh. Come.
This place...
Let's move!
You see?
After having made so many sacrifices,
That Elden boy is nowhere to be found.
Speaking of which, I don't see the voice of the pro-Luis faction became too... Why is this happening? Even if...
The public mind is the same as it's always been.
It's always easier to follow than to have to make all the risks yourself. Now that we are out of ideas...
Can you imagine Luis on the throne? Can you imagine what he'd do with us? We'd be the first on the chopping block. Do we hide? Run?
Is this really the time for idle chit-chat?
Who are you?
Just a passing wastrel. Thought I'd drop in for a word since I was in the area. You might have one way to survive. Well then, let us depart.
Lord Luis, your pardon. We've encountered an unexpected snag. I killed the prince in the Elden village. I confirmed his death, yet it appears the boy candidate has merged with his corpse. It seems the prince is now resurrected.
Resurrected?
Yes, and what's more, the boy candidate was the actual prince after all. Something about his soul having traveled independently, and then returning to his corporeal body.
I see. So his ideal form was spun from Magla. Whatever the case, this means the land's true prince has reawakened in his sanctum. How interesting. After these long years, my chase may finally come to an end. My nemesis awaits.
Lord Luis, what is it about that bastard that fascinates you? Yeah, I won't let it end like this. I have to do better. I need more power. I will show Lord Luis I am worthy of his gaze.
We'll soon be arriving above the royal capital.
Excellent. As planned, increase altitude and enter the royal palace in the sky.
Are you certain? We'll be heading directly to His Majesty, the former king, and...
Rest assured. That old fool is powerless to stop me now. Proceed.
Understood.
Let the final banquet begin.
Come on, any takers? Any bets for the other candidates? Remember, if Luis loses, a silver coin could turn into mountains of breed.
What are you trying to say? You think Count Luis is going to lose?
Oh, no, of course not. I'm just saying.
I'll call that bet. All in on His Highness the Prince.
A Sanctus bigwig gambling away his tithes? This really is the end of the world. Didn't know his esteemed princeliness had any supporters left.
I mean, he's not really the prince, is he? Was actually a monster in disguise all along. Haven't you heard the news? The times we live in, I'll tell you.
Must be tough, being an easy mark. It didn't take much for you to buy everything Luis was selling about the prince. The fireworks went off the moment he said, "Behold." Remember? You don't think there's any chance Luis orchestrated the entire thing?
Oi, churchman! You've seen Count Luis lie to us? You think he cast some big illusion?
An illusion, eh? What if I said it's a power more dangerous than that? Always struck me as odd. We all know Luis, the mighty human slayer, but how does he keep finding the things one after another? Seems a bit convenient, if you ask me. Like he knows in advance where these monsters will appear to cause havoc.
Easy to nitpick and gripe about him, isn't it, churchman? Maybe someone needs to shut you up.
All right. Let's keep things civil, eh? No sense becoming a monster yourself.
Oi! What's all this fuss about?
Damn it! When Count Luis is king, you'll all be the first at the gallows. You'll die just like Forden.
Well, they're probably just as anxious as the rest of us. All that yelling and thrashing helps fight it off. Humans have been sighted near the capital, after all.
It's more than that. Pockets of society have resented the upper class for ages now, but this might be the spark that lights the kindling. Luis's respect for power is certainly cruel, but it's fair to an extent. Those of us pushing the status quo have always struggled to understand the appeal.
Even then, everyone's on edge. They'll jump at any excuse to argue and snarl at each other. Never seen it this bad. Not normal, I say.
Blind fanaticism and doom go hand in hand. If we don't find some common ground soon, it'll collapse beneath us. Luis Luis left saying that he'd be waiting at the royal capital. Only one place he could be. All eyes are on his Skyrunner as it rises to the flying palace. What are we about to see? Ah, the royal palace. It's been a while. Do you hear me, O king? Stubborn and deathless? This country is distorted. You and the other titled authorities decide who grows fat and who is devoured. The country knows no war only because our very core is built upon a system of societal predator and prey. It cannot be defied from within. That is peace, but not order. Hand over the royal scepter. The game is over. The country needs change, and I will provide it.
Thou impertinent faith breaker, hast thou no shame in preempting the day of judgment?
Do you presume yourself a god? Is that why you wrought your face in stone and took it to the heavens? You're nothing. Just an ordinary, broken old man.
How wouldst thou wield the king's magic? To what end?
To purify all that your kind have left to rot. You threw away your ideals, but I will never make that mistake.
Only the people's chosen may take the throne. The royal scepter and its resting place remain beyond you.
This royal scepter, the royal magic. Did you think that only generations of kings were aware of their secrets? Why someone can manipulate world-changing power by use of only a single scepter? Why only those supported by the people can use it? Listen well, O king. The truth behind the royal magic. Huh. So it's true. The country truly is putrid with sin. In other words, if I took hold of it now, then I would have the power to change the world itself.
How didst thou learn of this?
How?
Thou wert elder.
You were not always blind to this country's rot. When you visited our sanctum, I saw and knew the passion in your heart. And yet, what happened to our village? What happened to this country?
Oh.
You cannot stop me any longer. Nor can anyone else. Save one lone possibility.
Snatching victory from the maw of but they're...
What the hell's wrong with the sky?
Isn't that... Oi! That monster boy's come back!
Ah, that's why there's...
A more aggressive way.
It's useless.
True in...
His Royal Highness, Luis, distorted his form through strange and terrible...
Boy, if that's really His Highness, then tell us why in His Majesty in the sky stop all this...
Because he's an imposter!
Oi! And you! Never thought I'd see... Only thing traitors to...
Lady Juna, I can't believe this! I don't intend on dying with anyone. Besides...
Hey, you chief! Weren't you the wretch who got kicked out of the Knight? Mustari girl!
You are... What is all this? The truth of the prince hardly matters to them.
We'll have your heads on pike soon enough.
If they're just monsters...
This is bad. He really...
Oi! Over here! Don't bother with them! No talking this one out, you...
We weren't away from the city that long.
The prince turning into a monster before their eyes still...
No.
I know. It's not true. But true. Moreover, humans have been sighted closer than ever before. How fares your neighbor? Ever since Forden's death, Luis has everyone on a knife edge.
So, at the core of it,
you well know that Luis cares not one whit about social state. So even those who may have opposed him at first...
Then we're stuffed?
Oh. That's all true then. I have my suspicions, but this all said, in my humble opinion, what we're seeing in the people now has been in the work. Now, has the tournament for the throne truly ever been? Before I met you people, I didn't... Now maybe that...
We've been told...
All right.
All right, then.
Luis rightfully ought to be king.
Now, where was I?
So, you've acquired a new architect. I've been waiting. Please, do make yourselves comfortable. All right. I see. Fascinating.
I'm counting on...
Of course.
I found new power.
That is...
Let's go.
What now? Behold, I walk a royal path. New skills, new possibilities. Good. I'm still getting stronger. I found new power.
Oh. You'll come again.
All right then.
Gone to shite, this.
Smash it all to bits!
You came to help everyone, just like you helped me before.
Yeah.
On the other hand, it may well be bait for a trap.
What to pick? All right then. All right then. What now?
Your Highness.
Good night.
The day of the hero draws near, which shall see the crowning of a new king. 31 days remain.
To all the people who dwell in this land,
This voice?
soon naught but 1 month will remain. On the dawn of the Day of the Hero, the one who has inspired the greatest faith of the people shall inherit the kingdom. I bid thee forget not these words.
Wasn't expecting to wake up to such a spectacle. But I suppose that confirms it. This is where it ends.
Luis has already fortified himself behind the palace walls. Good thing we've got a Skyrunner.
Or perhaps it is up.
However disturbing the world looks now,
Sky looks proper hell.
Well,
But it's Luis who has the most support.
Sure enough. Come to think of it, what do we all stand for, really? Maybe...
So Luis is hiding in the floating royal palace here. That's... Let's see.
Let's put an end to this.
Smash it all to bits!
All right, then.
Luis is the only one left. It will be Lord Luis.
Oh, now this
Ooh. Hello.
That's great.
Let's give it a shot. That's where you want to go. This place.
Help me, will ya?
Yeah!
All right, then. Where to? Where to?
Let's go!
What more can I do?
No harm.
What more can I do?
All right. Where to?
Let's go!
Well, the world belongs to Lord Luis.
Whatever will I...
Let's give it a shot!
The world belongs to Lord Luis.
All right, then. What now? All right, then. Where to?
Let's go!
Oh God, grant me guidance.
All right, then.
Let's go!
What? All right then. Go.
Oh God, grant me guidance.
Yeah? Aye, yeah. The truth is, Gastro's been acting as a proxy since the giant sandworms made the Everyone's gathered here today to learn what's what, and probably to sentence me to exile.
That's terrible.
Sir Gastro. But if I go back to governing, it's...
Have some...
That's why I am not fit to govern.
It's not a...
If I'd known from the start, I would have just thought it a lone accident. Instead, I acted like invaders had infiltrated us. Got my people all terrified.
But in truth...
Mind if I ask you just one more time? If you think I'm fit to govern?
Sure.
You're the one who brought light to this town, to this country.
All right then. What now?
Intriguing. Thank you. So, you're here for revenge. You. My apologies.
Understood.
The two of them fell against the church's campaign. I trust you to brighten our world. Give it the surge of hope it needs. Thank you for helping me embrace my weakness. No doubt.
The day of the hero draws near, which shall see the crowning of a new king. 30 days remain.
Have a look.
Got it?
Shall we?
I shall...
Smash it all to bits! What now?
I see. Fascinating.
I'm counting on you.
Of course. Oh.
A new power to wield.
All right then. All right then. What now? All right then. Where to?
Let's go.
Let's take a moment to prepare.
Thank you.
All right then. What now?
A Luis victory would plunge this world into chaos.
What now?
That's surely right. Thank you very much. Yes? Is this perhaps... Why?
No.
Please, you must.
We...
This is something only I am capable of. This is the place.
This one's important.
Let's see here. And right there's a labyrinth.
Let us hurry.
All right then. Where to?
Let's go.
What more can I do? No army.
All right then. Let's head there right away.
So?
Let's take a moment to prepare. All right then.
Just can't believe it's true. What do you think you're playing at?
It's too much. Just...
Let's give it a shot. Okay then.
All right then. All right, then.
Why, you there?
All right, then. Let's go.
You little bastard, you.
All right, then.
It will be Lord Luis before too long.
All right, then.
This place. Yep.
All right, then. What now?
This place. Got it.
The day of the hero draws near, which shall see the crowning of a new king. 29 days remain.
Speaking of...
We ought to proceed with caution. What now?
Isn't that... Oh, right!
All right, then. Where to?
Let's go!
Greetings.
Now then.
Goodbye now.
Mission accomplished!
Just sublime.
Wait a...
Just sublime.
Huh.
All right, then. What now?